Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Malinga, sister of Urban Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful. And for those who are still new, please kindly consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Today I'm super excited because I want us to look critically when is the best time for you to start the project, because I know so many of you out there are so much interested in starting poultry farming. So today I'm going to talk basing on my country, Uganda. Okay, now one thing you must know is that poultry farming depends on the feeds, okay, because these birds eat a lot, especially those who are going to do the exotic birds like broilers, like croilers, and like the layers that I have. Okay, let's leave out the local birds. So basically these exotic birds depends on feeds, okay, because they eat a lot. So many of you know poultry farming, it is about feeding, and the feeding is very expensive. So for you as a beginner, for you to at least not to spend a lot of money, you have to target when is the right time to start the project, when the prices of maize are slightly low, because the feeding also depends on the maize. It is the prices of maize and maize bran that keeps on fluctuating. Now recently the prices of feeds were really so high, to an extent that a kilogram of maize was even going for 1,800, 1,900. Even in some areas a kilogram of maize was going up to 2,000 Ugandan shillings. And you realize that during the season whereby the maize is in plenty, the prices can even drop up to 600 Ugandan shillings. So basically it is the maize that affects this business so much. Okay, so I want to tell you or inform you when is the best time to start the project, when the maize season is out. So for those who want to start the project and they are ready, okay, they are interested and they are ready, this is the best time for you to go and book for the birds. Okay, because booking for the birds is also another thing. But there's reaching there and you find when there is a very long queue and they give you up to September to pick your birds. Some companies will even give you up to November to pick the birds. So someone who is interested in starting this project, this is the best time for you to start going to look for those companies that supply those chicks. Okay, there are so many companies in the country right now, and honestly there are some companies where you go and they'll tell you a long time when people are so many. But okay, one thing I've realized recently is that because I've been making phone calls, most of the companies now, I think they have tried to at least make these chicks available. Even if you want, like in 1 week's time, they will tell you that you can get the chicks. So please try to do the background check right now. Go and book for your birds, so that by the mid of this month, this July, is when the maize will start dropping greatly, because that is the time when farmers have harvested their maize. So by the mid of this month, towards the end of the month, honestly, you'll find that the prices of maize have dropped. And when you have your chicks, you realize that the feed cost is going to go low. Okay, so the month of July and August is the best month for a farmer to start this project. Okay, and for those who have enough money, you can even start planning how to go and purchase the maize in bulk, and you come and store it in your stores. That is what most big farms do, and that is how they have managed poultry farming. Not only big farms, even smaller farmers like us, if you have enough space, you can purchase the maize, store it, okay, so that this season when the prices of maize are low, you can still buy from the stores. But the time when the prices have gone high, you can also start using your own maize that you have stored. So someone who is interested in this project, please, this is the best time for you to start the project. This is the best time for you to go and buy the maize. Okay, start organizing yourself, start organizing the money, start organizing the store where you're going to put the maize, and start looking for which regions produce a lot of maize. Okay, start making phone calls, start making friendship with so many people in up country, you realize that you're going to get maize very cheaply. You can even get it as cheap as 300 Ugandan shillings. By the time you transport it to where you are, especially to areas, let's say like Kampala in the urban center, you will find that in 1 kilogram of maize, you have spent only 500 Ugandan shillings. That is even less than 50 cents, okay? So please, this is the best time for you to start planning, to start the project, because the price of maize is going to go down. Has someone who has organized him or herself early, this is the season you're going to organize to buy the maize. So for someone who has started the maize in this season, you can even start the project late, let's say in October or in September, okay, or even in November. Because remember, by November, again, maize will be expensive, because we'll find that most people have already bought the maize that has been available, and people are waiting for the maize that is coming in December. Okay? So please, anyone who is interested in starting the project, start looking for the companies who will supply you with the buds. Start looking for the farmers who have produced maize. This is a season where we are going to start running up and down to buy the maize and storing it for future use. Because with poultry farming, if you start it in a month whereby the poultry feeds are expensive, trust me, you're not going to like this project. You will end up spending a lot of money on feeding those birds. By the time that the birds will start laying eggs, you realize that the money that you have spent is double, okay? So that is why I think I even made a video in the beginning of this year, when is the best time for you to start the project. So for those who follow the guidelines, I'm very sure you're not regretting. But someone who started their project, let's say in the month of June, in the month of May, trust me, that person suffered a lot with feeds. And that is the season where most farmers quit the project. But this time we were a bit lucky in a way that even when the prices of feeds were high, the prices of eggs were also high. I don't know how it happened, but in most cases, when the prices of feeds are high, you realize the prices of eggs always go down. But for this time, we were lucky. My prices for me, okay, me basically normal, I put my egg prices a bit low. Now for me, I was at 10,000 Ugandan shillings. That is around $2.5, okay? Not even 2.5, I think anyway, 2.5, let's put it like that. But basically, some farmers were even selling their eggs. Farm price was even up to 11,000 Ugandan shillings. So please, you have to know, when am I supposed to start the project? When is the right time for me to start the project? Because with this project, you have to be so calculative. Okay, it is not like the cattle rearing or the goat rearing, whereby those animals, they feed on grass, of which, like for those who are doing it in the villages, they don't even spend money on maybe planting the grass. But the animals just go and graze. No, it's not like those projects. With poultry farming, it's about doing calculations. It is about being smart. That is the only way you can succeed in poultry farming, okay? So now for today, that is the information that I wanted us to know. But otherwise, our chicken house is taking shape. Right now, we are putting concrete down in the chicken house, you can see. And guys, I really want this chicken house to be very, very modern. We are going to discuss everything, how much I have spent, and some of the mistakes maybe that I have made in constructing that chicken house, but not today, when the house get done. So let us go and but remember, we are still giving the birds our probiotics that we made it yesterday. For those who have not watched that video, please kindly go and watch the video, okay? We are still giving the probiotics. I told you I will give it for 3 consecutive days. And then also let us maybe go see the egg production and other things. Then we shall call it a day. See you right back. I just added more feet, eh?
So for today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you so much for loving me. But if you're still new, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video, comment in the comment section down below, and I will be so grateful. And don't forget to tell me which country you're watching me from, and I will be smiling. See you next time. I love you all. Bye bye.